Welcome Brawlers, I'm the Hermit, and today we are gonna throw it back to Strixhaven with Professor Onyx as our commander. She's a 6-mana Planeswalker, enters with 5 loyalty, and whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life as a passive ability. Then the loyalty abilities are going to be +1 to look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one in your hand, the rest into your graveyard. -3 to make your opponent sacrifice a creature with the greatest power. And -8 to essentially get 7 activation of Torment of Hellfire. Each opponent may discard a card. If they don't, they lose 3 life. I guess Torment also gives them the ability to sacrifice non-lands. So this is just, if they don't discard a card, they lose 3, 7 times. And this deck is built more or less around getting to the ultimate by controlling the board. The +1 to give us card advantage is really handy. And in a pinch we will use the -3, but more often than not we are gonna be playing a bunch of removal, so we can deal with our opponent creatures, as well as a couple of rats. Deadly Cover-Up, Blasphemous Edict. The Edict gets around indestructible by making our opponent sacrifice their creatures. Damnation, Ritual of Soot, they are on the cheap end of the spectrum, as well as Toxic Deluge, and in case we need it, we also have Blood on the Snow, which can target Planeswalkers as well. Then we have a couple of creatures, Spirited Simulacrum, Ardyn the Usurper, Sheoldred the Apocalypse, as well as Murderous Rider, which doubles as a removal spell. For even more card advantage, we have Phyrexian Arena, Necrodominance, Necropotence, and a couple of Planeswalkers, Liliana the Last Hope, Liliana of the Veil, Dabril, even Ugin Eye of the Storms. And both the Planeswalker plans, as well as the few creatures we do have, and the fact that we are killing our opponent's stuff means we can play Breach the Multiverse to get something from both our graveyard, hopefully a Planeswalker, and something from our opponent's graveyard. Then we have some ramp artifacts, Pile of Galadriel, One Power Stone, Key to the Archive, Spirited Simulacrum. We play this over Solemn because not only can we warp it, so we get the triggers twice, but also the Leaves the Battlefield trigger is for a non-land specifically. We are also trying Weathermaker. It has landfall, and if you have enough charge counters, you can either add 2 colorless mana or deal 3 damage to any target. And like I said, the rest are going to be removal cards, Dark Ritual, some discard, Duress, Inquisition, Mind Spike, Thoughtseize. So that's the deck. Now let's head into the queue and show our opponents the Magecraft that is taught in Strixhaven. Italy. Okay, it's Utopia's Brawl and not a Mana Dork. So also the fact that they are 2 colors means that that Wintermoon is probably not gonna do enough. But I guess we will find out. Eldritch Mystic and the Lighted Halfling. Okay, so also apparently they don't have any red mana yet. Crop rotation. Okay, that makes sense. I assume they get a red source here. Oh, Hawkins Labyrinth. I guess we destroy that. Yeah, they have a chance to get it, to get their Emrakul back in their hand. But putting them off mana is what we want to do, I think. Or lead Tutor from opponent. Or I Steal Explorer. Yeah, I guess that's gonna get Bitter Triumph. Pay 3 life. That is a tally for opponent. Crimson Zenith, Virtue of Persistence. Yeah, that Virtue is gonna win them the game, unfortunately. GG's, I guess. Shrines. Yeah, we cannot interact with them as much as with others. But we'll see if the medallion, the simulacrum, can be enough. Thoughts is, I presume they take the medallion. We cling to those. Wintermoon might do some work. Might though. Arrogoi for opponent. So we warp, but I think opponent is considering removing the simulacrum. Yep, get lost. Okay, so that resolves. I think we make our opponent sacrifice.
17 or something. This is my favorite part. Watch the life essence fade.
And now they have card advantage in their shrines. They destroy our commander.
You don't need my help.
We play Shieldred and I think we are trying to get a land here. Opponent takes 4 damage here. Wait, I'll push. Unfortunate. Play the Virtue and our opponent will get even more cards here for free. Yoshi Island Plaza. Let's get
You really want
Professor Onyx. Murderous right there. We cannot use it here.
Never thought I'd miss the library.
See it. Okay, they take the Wrath. Ooh, opponent didn't have any more basics now. A little victory. But I guess we take it.
You are such a disruption.
I guess we destroyed the seat. And we might have this one, I think. Cling to dust. We do it twice. GG's. Yeah, they had some life gain, but it was too little, and especially facing Shieldred. It didn't amount to enough. Good games. Planeswalker versus Planeswalker. And also, funnily enough, it seems like Brawl is going to be again in Strixhaven as a Silver Quill, which is the school where Professor Onyx teaches. Oh, we have Cavern of Souls. I think we named Simulacrum with it. No, we should name Human for Arden. Phyrexian. Okay, drawing cards. We will breathe your last on whichever Planeswalker they play here. Hopefully it's Chandra so we can kill it, get it back later with Bridge. Okay, they don't want to let us resolve our commander. So let's just pass.
See a guy in a blue hood around here?
Maybe they have wash away, it seems.
Thanks for the helping paw.
Decline. Even if they counter Breach, we haven't lost Professor Onyx forever because we have access to it. Or at least we can exile it to collect evidence. So all is not lost.
I know. Oh, today's my lucky day.
Okay, so what do we get here? Obfuscation Mage.
Under my tutelage, even you can master death. Come on, there's gotta be something useful. Ugh.
I guess they can get back their temporal manipulation. But they don't have enough mana to recast it. Unless they have a Snapcaster or something in their hand. But using the talent and Chandra, they are 2 mana short, I think. 1 mana short. Okay, so Mystic's Mastery.
Yup, you're going down.
Oh, have I got a lecture for you?
They play Brawl. Unfortunately, Professor Onyx will die.
An honor.
This'll be easy.
Otter to otter. I need some help.
Ugh. Fine, I'm taking the day off.
This park. Yeah, I don't think we win here. GG's. That extra turn with Chandra gave them just enough loyalty to ultimate. Unfortunate. Winter Moon might not do much, but I think we have a decent hand. Let's run this bad boy, even though it might not be the match for it. Opponent has light up the stage and a non-basic land. Emotain. Let's kill that Taiwa King. And if we draw a land, we go for Professor Onyx.
Welcome to Witherbloom.
I guess since they have white, they might have Planeswalker removal, so this is not an insane advantage,
Impeccable study habits.
but it doesn't hurt. Also, since they have a Swift Spear, they might play a couple of spells, buff the Swift Spear, and kill Professor Onyx like that. Okay.
got to learn some manners. Guess you don't need my help.
Let's mine Spike here. And play Murderous Rider. Ooh, Arcane Bombardment. Should we make hook x2? No, x3. It's the right play, I think. Let's breach the multiverse. Gabriel and Crawl Wilder. We
You should know I have
minus on
scanned, but
Taiwakin,
I've yet to find an enemy that needs.
and that's good enough for the win. Yeah, they would have to recast it, they could still do it, but the fact that neither of these... Well, first they wouldn't draw a card here. To a creature, okay. So even if it was for Planeswalkers, they would have to deal 2 instead of 1. So not perfect. But on top of that, we have a blocker. We probably get Necrodominance. And get just too many cards. GG's. So this is Yoda the Unifier. They play a bunch of creatures, legends. I see. I think we take Lelia. And we will try to Blood on the Snow at some point. Maybe we Shredder's Technique on them? Yeah, probably we. That's going to be necessary, I think. And we wait on our arena so that it doesn't get bounced back. So Shredder's technique, actually we cannot kill my like that, unfortunate. Breathe your last, which is essentially free on life, thanks to the mind tax. But as long as we can blood on the snow, we might get out of this one. Okay, since they discarded that Ashling, that's a weird omen. Ratadrabik. Yeah, we will take some damage from this Mai. Kind of gross. And I see opponent didn't get any blue mana yet. Here, no hesitation.
Open your books to page 17 or something.
We take Fel the Profane.
I never thought I'd miss the library.
And this is why we play Professor, because we get to gain the life back. So we don't mind Phyrexian Arena as much. And I think opponent will find, yep, that we have the capacity to remove their commander a number of times. And GG's. Also, they didn't know, but we were about to mine stone into Wintermoon, so they would lose access to a couple of their lands. GG's, we take it. An Impakal, all about aggression. We obviously remove Esper Sentinel, pay the tax. I think we might foul play here. Yeah. And next we're gonna sacrifice the clue, Bitter Triumph. One has a Squelcher. They straight up squelch it. I guess let's kill it. We could wait on and try to Bitter Triumph their Animpacal. But this way we don't pay double worth of pay to life. We can afford it, but maybe it might come back to bite us. Right now we are at 25, so full life. Opponent has no board. So I think we are where we want. Yeah, I don't think we want these cards, so. Okay, we are not going to Wrath just yet. Instead, we are going to make our opponent sacrifice.
You'll learn the power of death.
And we'll see if we can get away with Blood on the Snow for 6. Okay.
I need answers, not more problems. Come on, there's gotta be something useful.
We can Virtue as well as Fit Cycle. Thanks to Forage. And Professor Onyx milling. So no matter what, I think Professor Onyx will see another day. Opponent plays Gamble. I guess they might try to get Loran or an enchantment removal for the Virtue. Maybe. Ooh, it was Tajik. Actually, that was a good one. If they resolved it, we would have some trouble. But we do run some exile base removal and some sacrifice. Even some -X. I guess Professor Onyx also helps with that. But for now, we shall see. Maybe a sneak? Or, okay. Yeah, I think they got enchantment removal. Fair enough. Collective brutality.
I'd miss the library.
Magus, GT, Thalia. Thalia is the most annoying, but we can deal with it. Necropotence.
Come on, there's gotta be something useful. Ugh.
I guess we should have attacked there. Cannot block or be blocked by non-spirits. So here, Wintermoon will actually do something against a 2-color deck. And if they... okay, they play an Impacada, but I was going to say if they wanted to be risky, they could 10 of the Bugbear to kill Liliana. Okay, GG's. Yep, Necropotence. The nail in our opponent's coffin. Narset. Ooh. Hexproof is annoying, and I think we don't run nowhere to run because it's not an... I was going to say it's not a instant or sorcery, so it doesn't trigger Magecraft. Whisper Teachings. So they are going to have haste. I think we might use the castle to draw cards. Especially if we don't get our lands, but even if we do. Weathermaker for opponents. That's not a land. And they already can play their commander with haste. Yep, Weathermaker turns out is a really good card. with fetch lands at least. So let's see it, opponent. And that is our cue to leap. Expropriate. They get an extra turn at least. And either another turn or one of our cats. We cannot come back from either, so GG's. Okay, so if they ramp here with a creature, they will likely resolve their commander. But we have a good look at their hand. Maybe that's going to be enough to stop Slimefoot and Squee. Ignoble Hierarch. Mildred Endurance, Thermocoif. Yep, Shieldred is going to make the game end faster unless we draw a Wrath here. All we need is a Wrath. And hopefully for 4 mana or less. And that's not it. GG's. Tremos, but we cannot remove it. For now at least. I guess Professor Onyx can. So we should be happy with the ramp plan. Inquisition, let's see what they have. Yeah, I think we take Palantir. Opponents is 2 pieces of creature removal. They don't have enchantments, so it shouldn't matter too much which one they take. And I think if they play their Bellmire as a land, yep, that's pretty much free to play Liliana here.
New job, new life, new opportunities. Let's go.
I think we want the land here. just so we can dump our hand, get some card going with Pile of Galadriel. Gabriel is a good one.
There has to be an answer here.
We get an offer and a condition.
Good tea. First iron out the details, then tea.
Spell costs less. Lose life for each creature. And yeah, they play this tapped, so they can only make a token with Fountain Port. We know we cannot kill anything else from them, so long goodbye on the token.
My services are not cheap.
I guess even more discounts. Ugin.
Let's go digging.
Preparation yields success. My timeless wisdom guide. My plan bears fruit.
They rejected our gambit to play Wandering Emperor before Winter Moon,
My resources are
but it shouldn't matter too much.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide it like water. We must protect the people.
Let your blade do the talking.
And now we get to ultimate. Opponent doesn't like it. I think they die. No, it was 21, so they can stop 9, so they go to 12. No, they take 12, so they go to 6. Yep. We still have Ugin, we still have Professor Onyx, we can attack, kill their Emperor. I guess it was better to breathe your last in the end step of our turn. But still, we got it. GG's. And that's gonna be it for today. Liliana might not be the most emblematic Strixhaven Planeswalker, but Magecraft is one of their signature abilities, so it's good to have that fresh in the mind. And as far as the Elder Dragons, the dragons that are the head of the houses, is that what they are called? Yeah. So the Elder Dragons, I might play a few of them. The Simic one is definitely off the list. The Boros one is interesting, so even though it's expensive, I might try to build it, but if it doesn't work out, it's not gonna come out. Galaxy Prismari is probably the best one. So that one is a must. And Silver Quill might be okay. Witherbloom I don't think we can, it's also very expensive, so yeah, maybe we play a couple of them between here and the release of Secrets of Strixhaven. For now, thank you for watching, I'm the Hermit, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.